DJ asked me the other day if it would be a good idea for him to be a wedding coordinator and a DJ at the same time. Isn't that an interesting question? I know that that's been out there. Let me try to talk a little bit about that. Hi, this is Bill. This is Creative License, and thanks for being a part of the Dog and Pony Show that I do every week. My sponsors, Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, Disc Jockey News, Promo Only, Perfect Portals, and of course my workshop, The Entertainment Experience. You want to know more? Send me a note. Should a DJ also be a wedding coordinator? A question for the ages. And a lot of DJs will tell you, man, I coordinate. You don't need a wedding coordinator. I'm a coordinator. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in charge of your wedding. I'm going to start when the guests begin to arrive. I'm going to be there till the last guest leaves. I will be in charge of making sure that everything stays on time. Got it. Well, let me tell you, I was talking to a client the other day who asked me to do just that, because they do know that I stay on top of the event and make sure everything moves smoothly and quickly and to time, and that everything works the way they want it to when it comes to the entertainment. So they said, well, you're like the coordinator, so we're just going to have you be the coordinator. And then they went to the venue and they said, yeah, well, we have a DJ. And they said, well, who's your wedding coordinator? And they said, well, Bill's my wedding coordinator. Well, this place expects you to have a wedding coordinator. You have to buy and or pay for a wedding coordinator to do your wedding there. So they kind of schooled me. Not really, but they schooled the client, because I know what a wedding coordinator actually does. Me, I move cats. Okay, I can make sure that the timeline moves smoothly through the day, that everything happens on time, that everyone of the guests are where they're supposed to be on the time that they're supposed to be there. But a wedding coordinator makes sure that they are there before any of the guests begin to arrive for even the getting ready of things. They coordinate all the vendors and be sure that they're on time and that they're doing their jobs and that they're being paid and that things are being picked up and cleaned up behind the bride and the groom and all of the wedding facility people. They make sure the photographer's where they're supposed to be, that the DJ's on time, that the bride doesn't have to look up and say, well, is everything running and does everybody here? Has that person got paid? No, the coordinator takes care of that. Me? Well, I move people through space and time. And I have to have the coordinator as a partner to be able to do that. But for me to also be the coordinator, that would mean that I'd have to give up one thing or the other, because the actual coordinator's job to be sure that the girls at the beginning of the day had their hair and makeup and things are going the way it's supposed to go, that mom's where she's supposed to be, the bridesmaids where they're supposed to be, that the sandwiches and the lunches are supposed to be, that the makeup people are on time, that the photographer begins on time, that they're ready for the photographer, that the guys are in their tuxes, that this is all before the wedding. That's not my job. I mean, I could do it. I've done enough weddings that I know how it works, but that's not who I am. So now if you're going to be a coordinator, great. If you're going to be a DJ, great. But I think that if you take on two things at a wedding that take up that much time and are that important, and you try to do them both, one of them is probably going to fall to the side. One of them is not going to be as great, okay? Or both of them, and you're going to be amazing here. Now you're going to be average here and average there, because you're trying to split all of your attentions, and you got to be sure everything goes well and to the way you want it to be. So that's my thought on it. I can do it, but I didn't get into this business so that I could be a coordinator. I'm a show-off. I want to be on stage. So I need those coordinators to be able to do their job really well. So when it's time to open the curtain and I come out and do my job for my client, that I can do it well and everything is waiting for me when I do it. What do you think of this? Do you do what I say, what I'm talking about? And are you successful? Are you not? Do you disagree with me? Write all your comments below. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next week.